May I have your attention, please? Yusine, if your name is Yusine, your party is waiting for you near the registration desk. Please make your way to the registration desk or speak to the nearest security officer. Thank you. Welcome to Red Deer Polytechnic. Your safety is important to us. As you take your seats, please take a moment to locate the nearest exit to you. Exits in this building are indicated by a green and white pictogram. The event begins shortly and is completely sold out. We ask for your assistance to please make sure that you are not leaving any empty chairs between you and any other party. This will help us accommodate the max number of attendees as possible. Thank you for your attention. Good morning and welcome once again to Red Deer Polytechnic. Once again, this ceremony is completely sold out. Please help us accommodate as much guests as we possibly can by taking the time to make sure that you are not leaving any empty chairs between you and any other party. Thank you for your attention. Welcome to the graduation ceremony. Please rise for the procession.
Welcome family, friends, and distinguished guests to the 2025 Lindsay Thurber graduation ceremony. I am Ray Dahlstra.
And I am Matthew Morrison, and we will be your MCs for this ceremony, because apparently letting two 17-year-olds with microphones run this thing seemed like a good idea. Before we begin our ceremony, we would like to acknowledge that we are on Treaty 7 land, the traditional territory of the Blackfoot, Tsuut'ina, and Stoney Nakoda peoples, and that the central Alberta region we serve falls under Treaty 6, traditional Métis, Cree, and Saulteaux territory. We honor the first peoples who have lived here since time immemorial, and we give thanks for the land where RDP sits. This is where we will strive to honor and transform our relationships with one another.
As you may have noticed, we have photographers around the room capturing today's ceremony, so please take a moment to turn off or silence your phones and electronic devices. We know that that might be difficult because some of us have a closer relationship with our phones than with our extended family, but for the next hour, let's give our attention to the stage and not our screens. We promise your notifications will survive without you.
And now we invite everyone to please rise if you're able, remove your hats unless it's a grad cap. Those are sacred today. And join Deja Hansen, Peyton Steffen, Jordan Rumpel, and Ray Dahlstra, the graduates of the Lindsay Thurber Treble Choir, in the singing of our national anthem.
Thank you to every audience member for being here. As we move on to the next big adventure, thank you to every audience member for being here. As we move on to the next big adventure, pretending that we know what we are doing.
At this time, we would like to welcome our honored guests. Please stand and give a little wave. Audience, we ask that you hold your applause until we have introduced all of our guests. From the Board of Trustees, Chair Nicole Buchanan, Trustee Matt Gold, Trustee Bev Manning, Trustee Kathy Peacock, Trustee Angela Summers, Trustee Jim Waters.
From our senior administration, Superintendent of Schools Chad Erickson, Deputy Superintendent Dan Lauer, Associate Superintendent, Technology and Information Services, Ron Eberts. Associate Superintendent, Student Services, Nicola Golby. Associate Superintendent, People Services, Corinne Thorstensen. And Secretary-Treasurer, Colin Kearney.
From the Lindsay Thurber Administration, Vice Principal Jamie Relusick, Vice Principal Kirsten DeZutter, Vice Principal Lauren Dempster, Vice Principal Kim Darling, and our Principal Chris Good.
And dignitary guests, Elder Lyle Keewatin Richards.
I would now like to welcome to the stage Elder Lyle. Lyle is a well-respected elder and community member in Red Deer. We are honored to have him with us today to share some thoughtful words for the graduating students.
It's always best if you ditch your ginger ale bottle, right? Anyway, so what I'd like to do is I'd like to smudge, say a quick prayer, and I've imposed on my friend Gail to read a few words that I've written, and a young lady was going to take a smudge around the thing. It's around the crowd, so in order to cause or to make a blessing for everybody here. So. I was doing this one time for a friend, for my son's grade 5 class. And after I was done, the guy at the back, you know, the one with the bug in his pants, he shot his hand up and he says, "Mister." Great fathers, grandfathers, creator of all things, I want to thank you for this day. I want to thank you for all the people that are gathered here, that are beginning a new part of their lives and are so fresh-faced and young, all the things that I wish we could still be. I ask, too, for the blessings of those people that are making ceremony today, those people that are our elders that we will ask for blessings of and advice from later and throughout the year. I ask, too, that you look after those people that are at home, looking after our home fires, that we could find them again in the way we left them, happy and warm and healthy. I ask you, too, to look after those people that are outside, the ones that are sleeping rough and don't have a place to shelter. I ask you, too, to look after those people that are sick and suffering, especially those ones sick and suffering from the drugs and the alcohol, that they can find healing and rejoin our circle with a clear mind and a straight body. And all these things I pray from Echimana to Hai.
I am honored on behalf of the grads of 2025 and the staff of Lindsay Thurber to offer you this tobacco for your words of wisdom for us all.
Thank you. This is the part where you get to see whether they're wise or not.
As I'm speaking Elder Lyle's words, good morning, Lindsay Thurber graduates of 2025. If you look around, it must mean you did it. Give yourselves a hand. When Elder Lyle wrote this, he thought it was for the Indigenous grads, but when he went to rewrite it, he found most of the references still apply. You ever notice how these grad talks often speak a lot about goals and opportunities? What you get in life depends on your goals, and opportunities will present themselves, most likely like nothing you ever imagined. As CBC Dead Dog Cafe said, be brave, remain calm, wait for the signs. When he was employed as an employment counselor at WCB, employers would tell him, send me the Newfoundlanders because they show up, shut up, and do what they are told. They work hard all day. Generally, that is good advice. However, there isn't a lot of room for self-determination or cultural expression in that model. There is more room for that in further education, but the same show up and work hard rules still apply. Chief Dan George said, education is our new buffalo. It will sustain us and give us what we need to not just survive, but to thrive in our new world. He said that in the 70s. His definition of new world barely resembles what we see today. No internet, no cell phones, etc. The uncles learn to love and respect each other there, end quote. Our warriors today don't suffer in the same ways that they did in the old days. We aren't thirsty, and we don't go hungry when we're out on campaign. Seldom are we shot at, or are we exposed to violence. We are exposed to it, but still far less than our ancient brothers and sisters. We have much to thank these elders for. With their resilience, they plowed the road for us to come after them. We have our own challenges, same as before, but they're getting better. There is still that subtle and not so subtle racism, poverty, and discrimination. We now understand and acknowledge intergenerational trauma and the ongoing mental health challenges stemming from our collective residential school experiences. None of these issues are any fault of our own. We still carry the love and connection to our families like in that longhouse. When we are separated from our families, it's very hard. Chief Dan George likened this to a warrior's quest. They suffer loneliness in strange surroundings to bring home their victories and honor back to their families. We are not all Newfoundlanders. However, we are also not afraid of hard work. Our connections to community, loving homes, and elders support us. We can bear a warrior's journey in the ways that we are required. We can thrive rather than just survive.
It's not working. Thank you, Gail.
Thank you, Elder Lyle. I would now like to call upon Nicole Buchanan to present a special message to this year's graduating class on behalf of the Red Deer Public School Board of Trustees.
Good morning, graduates, families, staff, and distinguished guests. It is a true honor to be here today on behalf of the Board of Trustees of Red Deer Public School Division to bring greetings and to congratulate the Lindsay Thurber Comprehensive High School class of 2025. Graduates, this morning marks the culmination of years of hard work, learning, and growth. You've reached an important milestone in your lives, and we're here to recognize not just the destination, but the incredible journey that brought you here. High school is never just about courses and credits. It's friends and loved ones. This is your celebration too. Thank you for your unwavering support, the late night homework help, the rides to early morning practices, the words of encouragement, and the steady belief that your child could succeed. It's made all of the difference. To the teachers and staff, your impact can't be measured on a report card. You've guided, mentored, inspired, and challenged these students. You've helped them become not just graduates, but lifelong learners and compassionate citizens. On behalf of the board, thank you for the incredible work you do every single day. Graduates, as you prepare to take your next steps, whether it's university, college, apprenticeship, work, travel, or something else entirely different, know this: you are ready. You have the knowledge, the skills, and most importantly, the heart to shape your future. The world needs thoughtful leaders, creative minds, strong voices, and kind hearts, and we see all of that in you. Remember, success isn't defined solely by titles or income. It's defined by how you live your values, how you treat others, and how you rise when things get tough. Be proud of who you are and where you come from. As you walk across this stage today, do it with confidence. Celebrate what you've accomplished, but don't stop dreaming. Keep asking questions, keep learning, keep striving, and always stay true to yourself. On behalf of Red Deer Public Schools, congratulations, class of 2025. We are so proud of you, and we can't wait to see all that you'll accomplish in the years ahead. Thank you, and enjoy this special day. You've earned every single moment.
Thank you, Mrs. Buchanan, for your inspiring message. Now, we would like to invite up the man who has seen us through it all, the one and the only Mr. Chris Good, or as I like to call him, Mr. Great, to make an address to our graduates.
Well, good morning, graduates, families, and friends. Over the course of this school year, as I've watched our 2025 graduating class move through their final year of high school, I have been reminded of the old saying, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Lindsay Thurber High School has been around in some form for almost 80 years, and it has always been a place of growth, challenge, and discovery. While the hallways, the teachers, and the technology may evolve, some parts of high school never change. The friendships formed, the lessons learned, and the memories made. I have been lucky enough to be the principal at Lindsay Thurber for 5 years, and for some of you, I was even your principal way back in kindergarten. Some things don't change, like for as long as I have been a principal, when graduation day rolls around, my Toronto Maple Leaf season is over. Yet, while some things stay the same, other things always change. Each graduating class brings something new, something unique. This year's class is no exception. When I think about this year's grad class, to me, they are known for being and staying together. As I have watched you grow over the last 4 years, you have become like a family. Through every game or performance, test or group project, challenge or in celebration, you have supported one another and shown that sense of togetherness is your strength. As you move forward beyond the walls of Lindsay Thurber, remember that staying together takes effort. Life will pull you in many directions, but the connections you've built here are worth nurturing. Keep reaching out, keep lifting each other up, and keep making time for those who have been by your side in high school. The connections and friendships you have made are a powerful foundation for the future, one that will help you face new challenges with confidence. Keep that spirit of togetherness alive, and no matter where life takes you, you will never walk alone. As you venture out into the world, I would also encourage you to seek new friendships and always look for ways to make connections with people who can enrich your lives. The author Helen Keller once said, "Walking with a friend in the dark is better than walking alone in the light." Let this be a reminder that the true light in life often comes from the friends who walk beside us. Congratulations, class of 2025. Your journey is just beginning, and I can't wait to see the amazing things that you will all accomplish together.
Thank you, Mr. Good. Your leadership and belief in us helped shape our high school experience, and we're truly grateful. You've seen us at our best and our worst, and through it all. You never stopped supporting us, even in our "I forgot there was a quiz today" moments. That's true dedication. This day wouldn't be possible without the incredible staff who guided us, whether through brilliant teaching, patient support, or the ability to accept last-minute assignments with only minor judgment.
Thank you for answering our questions, even when we asked them right after you explained them. Our next speaker is someone who's not only taught us from the front of the classroom, but also inspired us with her dedication, kindness, and a very relatable Starbucks addiction. Please welcome the wonderful Mrs. Sparks to share some final words of wisdom for the class of 2025.
Good morning, friends and family, honored guests, and most importantly, our graduates. So, class of 2025, I see what you did there. It was you who gave me the assignment this time. And I must say that it took me a long time and some considerable stress to get what I wanted to say down on paper. I actually felt a lot of pressure. There's not any grades or credits on the line for me, but I do not take lightly the privilege of being able to speak to you on such a momentous day. You, our students, are truly the best thing about the profession that much of us have dedicated our lives to as your teachers, or we've dedicated much of our lives to as your teachers. And I really mean it from the bottom of my heart when I say that being asked to do this is truly a great honor, so thank you. Our role as your teachers has changed considerably in an age where you have access to any and all information all the time. We are no longer the keepers of knowledge, tasked with imparting our so-called wisdom, but more so guides on your journey, modeling, encouraging, asking questions, holding you accountable, and I think, if we're doing our jobs well, learning alongside you, as you also have much to teach us. So it's from that understanding, grads, that I offer not so much my advice, but just a consideration from me to you to help you be brave. So a message you're going to hear a lot today and going forward is that life is short. And I'm going to challenge that and ask you to consider a different and maybe slightly unconventional perspective, that actually life is long. Now hear me out. What I really mean by life is long is that you have time. Life is long, so you don't have to have it all figured out right now. And actually that's impossible anyway, because that's what the act of living is really all about. There's kind of an unrealistic expectation that you should somehow know precisely what you want to do with your life at this moment. Well, if you don't, let me tell you, you have time. Life is long, so you don't have to have it figured out right now. Life is long, so you shouldn't be afraid to take on things that you have to invest your time to master, things that take a lot of hard work. Any skill or discipline, education, creative or new endeavor, self-improvement, figuring it out, you have time for that. Life is long, so you don't have to be perfect. There is time and space to take wrong turns, mess up, and if you have to, start over. No matter what circumstances you find yourself in, or how grave the mistakes that you have made are, or how unfair the hand is that you have been dealt, our beauty and dignity as human beings comes from the fact that we always have a choice in what we do next. Life is long, and usually when people say life is short, their intention is really to urge you not to take things and people for granted. And that is truly important. So think of it this way. Since life is long, you have time to spend on the things and people that you love and that bring you joy. And that taking time to feel and express your gratitude for those things and people is always worthwhile. Now, I want to be clear that this is not permission to procrastinate. Deadlines are real, people, and way more real than you've been used to. You need to work hard, but work hard because you know that things that take time are worth it. And give yourself permission to invest in those things, not just the ones that provide instant gratification. And you need to seize opportunities, but do so with the assurance that if things don't work out in the end, it's not the end. And it might actually be the start of something even better. Now, I know what you're all thinking. What about the times when life is short? Too short. Unfortunately, this is a very real part of being human. But I will venture to say that if you live with purpose and with the belief that you have time to invest in things that are worthwhile, like mastery, learning, people and relationships, things that bring you joy, taking risks and allowing yourself to make mistakes and start over if you need to, that no matter the length of your life, it will have been one worth living. So, class of 2025, in our profession, the biggest measure of our success is yours. And so it is with pride in our hearts that we celebrate you and your accomplishments on this day that means so much to all of us here. I am sure I speak for all of the staff when I say that you never cease to amaze and inspire us, and that we wish you everything that makes life beautiful, the good and the hard, and the good that comes from the hard. And I'll end with the advice that my 4-year-old daughter gave me when I was trying to decide what to say in my speech today. I asked her, what should I say to a bunch of kids who are becoming adults and are about to start their own lives in the world? And she thought for a moment and looked at me and she said, you should tell them, don't be scared and just have fun. Thanks for having me, grads, and congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Sparks. Thank you, Ms. Sparks, for those touching words. To the class of 2025, what a journey. We started high school in a world still finding its way back to normal. Hallways felt unfamiliar, and so did being around that many people again. But through every late-night study session, every inside joke, and every moment that made high school what it was, we found our rhythm. We laughed, stressed, and maybe even cried a little, but we made it. And somehow, we pulled it off with style.
And now for something brand new. This year marks a special first for our school. We have not one, but 2 valedictorians. Fahad Mohammed, and Jet Unra. This means double the speeches, double the brain power, and double of representing the heart and soul of our class. Please welcome one of our valedictorians, Jet Unra, to the stage.
Good afternoon, Lindsay Thurber students, staff, friends, and family. I'd like to start by thanking my parents for their support and guidance through my high school journey. The math might have looked like hieroglyphics to them, sometimes it even did to me, but they never let me give up or give in to the temptations like playing games with my friends online. I attribute my achievements to my amazing family support. We all have family and friends who have supported us through the hard days. Very soon, we will walk out the doors of Lindsay Thurber for the last time and step into a summer holiday and future with unlimited possibilities. Some of us are okay with this idea, and some of us feel uneasy about it. Recently, I've been stuck thinking about the future. Where are we going to go? Where will we end up? Who will we meet? And I always come back to the same recurring thought, that our journey in life is a book. And in this book, we are the author, illustrator, and publisher. As the author of our story, we decide its trajectory, its plot, the characters, details, and setting. There will be imperfections in our storylines, sections, and chapters that we may wish to white out, forget, and even remove from the story. But the whiteout, the flaws, will always be visible and a part of your story. We will keep writing and pressing forward with our story because obsessing over the past hinders our ability to focus on a future of prosperity. So write your story, accept the highs and lows, and keep pressing forward. As the illustrator, we decide how our vision and memories are forged. Pictures are a product of how we perceive events. It's not just what's happened to us, but how we decide to remember. Even through adversity, we have a choice. We can hold on to bitterness or seek meaning and growth. The same event can be viewed as a burden or a lesson. The perception of the past provides the power to enhance our future. As the publisher, we control how the story is told and understood. Some people only look at the first or last page of the story, but they're missing all the chapters in between. They rush to see how the story begins or ends without considering all the chapters of growth, struggle, and transformation. I encourage you not to let others define your story by a single page. Instead, share your story fully, honestly, and fearlessly. Allow others to understand the whole journey. Our story will be a plot with twists and turns, mountains and valleys, but a great story never had a utopian plot. Not that I'm saying life will be grim, but hardship is inevitable, and your response to the conflict and fierce determination creates a great, complete story. Life is your story to write, so write a great story. Thank you, Lindsay Thurber.
Thank you, Jet, for that speech. We wish you nothing but success, joy, and enough caffeine to get through post-secondary. We are sure you will move on to do amazing things.
As we stand on the edge of what's next, it's hard not to look back at how far we've come, the friends we've made, the lessons we've learned, how much we've grown, and all the moments that brought us here. Today is about celebrating everything that we have achieved, so take a breath, soak it in, and get ready for the moment that we have all been waiting for, the official walk across the stage. And hey, if the biggest challenge today is not tripping in front of your entire grad class, you're doing just fine. Thank you.
Do you want me to take that and I can give it to you after? So you don't have to work here. I'll get it after, okay?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Trina Penner, and I'm pleased to be here. I am the grade 12 LAT, and my colleague.
Hi, I'm Jeff McCurry. I'm grade 12 counselor, and so excited to enjoy this day with you guys. It's been a long 4 years. I'm so happy for all of you, and thank you for the gray hairs.
I don't have any.
Just for men.
Without further ado, we're pleased and delighted to introduce to you all the 2025 graduating class. So you're going to go this way. Marcus Adams. Go to Mr. Good. You gotta tell him where to go. Emmanuel Adam Frempah. He wants to remind everyone, be kind. Esra Aktabi. Esra thanks her parents and everyone who stood by her. Their support made graduating early possible. Aya Alawad. Natalie Al-Qadi. Ahmed Al-Hamid. Diego Alvarez. Diego wants to say thank you to his mom and sister for always being there for him, and he also thanks his teachers for always believing in him and helping him grow. Carly Amundsen. Carly plans to become a hairdresser in the future. Aiden Andrushko. After high school, Aiden plans to continue his tradition of doing absolutely nothing until the last possible second and then doing it perfectly. Rurik Ankerstein. Rurik is thankful for all the time, effort, and money his parents have put towards him to give him a great future. Emerson Armstrong. Kayla Ataba. Riley Aubin. Riley plans to have a future career in carpentry and construction. Tabassum Babak. Tabassum quotes, "The only way to discover the limits of possible is to go beyond them into the impossible." Matea Badger-Lee. Angelina Bayarjan. Angelina quotes, "Life is short, but not too short. Be who you want, do what you dream, and if you're scared, do it anyway." Chloe Bajik. Chloe thanks her mom and dad for helping her grow into the person she is today. Finley Balanov. Finley would like to thank his mom and Donnelly for everything they've done to help him get there. Alexandre Baldi. He says, "A very big thank you to my parents for allowing me to have this experience in Canada. I love you so much." Nathaniel Bailuyot. Nathaniel thanks his family, friends, and teachers for their endless support, which made this achievement possible. Breck Bauer. Hasna Bayat. Hasna says, "Today I stand here full of pride, knowing that every step I've taken was built on the sacrifices and love of two incredible people, Mom and Dad. Your belief in me gave me the strength to believe in myself, and I thank you so much for making this moment possible." Kaislyn Bodette. Kaislyn would like to thank her family. Madison Beaver Bones. Madison would like to thank her mom. Olivia Belanger. Olivia would like to thank all of her teachers. Olivia plans on attending Del Mar College in the fall. Nikisha Berg. Nikisha will always bring her hard-fought, heartfelt Alleluia. Damien Bertram. In the future, Damien plans to play football in the Canadian Junior Football League for the Edmonton Wildcats. Montana Booth. Montana says, "To the passionate staff here at Lindsay Thurber, thank you for the time you have invested in me and the impactful memories you have helped create. With the encouragement and support you have provided, I have the ability to overcome challenges and become more confident and a determined young woman." Aiden Borden. Kaylee Bauer. Kaylee would like to thank her mom, brother, and cousin, Chloe. "I wouldn't have made it without all of you guys." Mike Brem. Mike thanks his mom, who continues to stand by him through school and life, even when it was difficult, and he was difficult. Blake Broomfield. Brandon Broomfield. Josh Bustos. Josh quotes Psalm 30:12. "That my glory may sing your praise and not be silent. O Lord my God, I will give thanks to you forever." Kenny Bennett. Tegan Burt. Tegan will be pursuing biomedical engineering at the University of Calgary this fall. She's extremely excited to start this adventure, but would first like to thank her friends, teachers, and most of all, her mom, for always supporting her and contributing to her many successes. Cassandra Cassiano. Cassandra states, "This day is more than just an achievement. It's a reflection of the journey that brought me here, from the Philippines to Canada. I carry with me the strength and sacrifices of my parents and my entire family. This moment is not just mine, it's a testament to you all." She says in Filipino, which I'm not going to attempt. Thank you so much, everyone. Emmeline Saron. She wants to thank all her teachers, but especially Mr. LaChance and Mrs. Hubert for always being there and always being willing to help when she needed it. Celine Chase. She thanks Mrs. Mann and her grandparents for being supportive of her and her love for music. She would not be as far as she is in music without them, and would definitely not have as much passion without them to guide her on this journey. Cash Chalk Hansen. Cash says, listen to my awful punk band. Casey Chick. Casey thanks all the teachers who supported her through high school and helped her prepare for university. Tate Churko. Tate thanks his mom and dad for being his greatest supporters. Addison Clavel. Addison would like to thank her close friends and family for supporting her throughout her high school journey. Macy Conroy Kovach. Macy looks forward to the future and says thanks to Mr. Newman and Miss McMurray. Mark Covey. Mark thanks Mr. Lachance for giving him the motivation to be a better student and being the best teacher. Brooklyn Crooked Hand. Brooklyn would like to thank Mrs. Koalalak as well as the nefarious D-Money Domini. She'd also like to thank Mrs. Barker and Mr. Hunter. Kayla Danilak. Kayla says, with much gratitude, she would like to thank her family, friends, and teachers for their unwavering support throughout the years. She could not imagine doing it without all of you. Although there were many moments of doubt, my hard work and perseverance paid off, and today is a testament to her strength and determination. Alexander Day. Alex would like to thank Mr. Smith for challenging him with his classes and lending him some excellent books. Ethan Diasis. Ethan would like to thank everyone that has helped along the way, and he also says, thank you, Mom and Dad. Tanner Deachin. Tanner extends his deepest gratitude to his parents and siblings whose unwavering support has been instrumental in reaching this milestone. And of course, a nod to Google, without whom his research skills would be considerably less impressive. Matthew DeGroot. Matthew thanks Tilly for not making him eat pineapple pizza. Whew. Nevea Delcourt. Nevea thanks her grandma for getting her to this point. Clémence Delpierre. Clémence is truly grateful to her host family for making her exchange experience so memorable and meaningful. Living in Canada has taught her so much. She would like to say a special thank you to all the teachers for their patience, kindness, and support throughout this adventure. Alexis Dirksen. Jordan Doran. Jordan would like to thank all of her teachers for helping her on this journey. Yehor Dudorev. Yehor would like to sincerely thank his family and friends who were supporting him in this long journey. Additionally, he wants to thank everyone else who contributed to this support, like teachers and random people who took their time to help him throughout the school this year. Danil Dudarev. Danil wants to say a big thank you to his family and friends that were by his side throughout this long 12-year journey, supporting and helping with all the homework and the troubles and everything else. Your love and support means more to him than words can express. Jack Duong. Jack's favorite school memory is discovering sports and the power of teamwork. Bryce Ditka. Basil Isa. He says, I know if I didn't have everyone who was in my life during this time, I wouldn't have become who I am today. And I thank everyone who was involved in this process. Silas Ellis. Silas will be attending the University of North Dakota, pursuing a Bachelor of Science in Aeronautics as a U.S. Army ROTC cadet. Kalen MP. Kalen would like to thank his parents for their unconditional support and pushing him towards his goals. Joran Escondor. Monica Esquivel. Monica plans to travel the world, meet new people, create new experiences, and explore different cultures. Hannah Fowler. Hannah's favorite memories of high school that she made while here were when she was on the France exchange trip. She wishes to go back someday. Sorry to Chris Good for setting the record for the most times a metro ticket wouldn't work. I'll never forget the look on his face. Esteban Freyu. David Friesen Lester. Ajax Garpi Mahar. Ajax is planning on going to Red Deer Polytechnic for a Bachelor of Fine Arts. Chase Gilbert. Chase loves to go on family trips with his brothers Jazz and his niece Astra. He is looking forward on doing more of these trips after graduation. Aislinn Graham. Aislinn thanks all of her amazing teachers. Thierry Grange. Thierry states, as an exchange student from Italy here for the second semester, I want to thank my amazing host family and incredible staff who support exchange students. This experience has been short but unforgettable, and I'm heading back to Italy to finish my last year of high school, carrying with me all the memories and friendships I've made. Taylor Grew. Taylor would like to thank her teachers as well as her family for helping her achieve this milestone. Ibrahim Gay. Ibrahim says, thank you to my family who always believed in me and always supported me. I love you guys. Abel Hale. Abel says, first and foremost, I thank God, for none of this would be possible without his grace and guidance, as well as my incredible parents. Mom and Dad, your love and support have been my foundation. He also extends his sincere gratitude to friends and mentors along the way that have offered wisdom and encouragement when he needed it most. Xavier Hammond. Xavier thanks his friends and family for making school almost bearable. He is going to protect our country for the remainder of his life serving in the military and will always remember the time he left class and somehow got a free cake to eat with a few other friends. Rain Hansen. Rain would like to thank her friends and family for all their support, and most importantly, her Auntie Kayla, who has helped her through it all. Kelby Hansen. Kelby would like to thank his friends for making school bearable. Zihan Howe. Zihan thanks her family and everyone that has ever helped her. Lali Hardeen. Hunter Harrison. Arden Hartfeld. Field, pardon me. Arden feels energized walking off stage, but sadly leaving Alana Castle behind, who helped her through school. Samira Hassan. Samira gives a shout out to Neo because he always has her back. Clark Hatton. Clark states, though my life here is ending, I am leaving with a vast collection of shared moments with friends and a renown that I will certainly never be rid of. I will forever be known as Ruby's acquaintance. Ryan Hayward. Ryan may not have been the best at attendance and grades or be the valedictorian, but who else can say they graduated high school at 16 years old? Chloe Hendricks. She thanks her friends, family, and her teachers for helping her get here. Levi Hepworth. Ayana Hewer. Ayana is planning to take a gap year to travel and work around Europe and Australia. Riley Hogue. Micah Horlings. Angeli Josalves Quevedo. Kayla Howes. Theodore Hubert Paulson. Theodore thanks his teachers who helped him no matter the circumstances, and especially Tara Kett, who has helped him grow throughout his high school career. Kale Hutchinson. Kale says, this chapter is closing, but the next one is just beginning. I'm proud to be moving into a career where I'll be working with the elderly, offering care, dignity, and respect to those who've paved the way for us. Thank you to everyone who helped me grow into someone ready to give back. Mohammed Jal Ayman. Mohammed would like to thank all of his teachers. Julie Jensen. Julie will be pursuing a degree in behavioral neuroscience at Simon Fraser University this fall. She thanks her teachers, coaches, and the Career Center for their support and encouragement throughout her high school journey. Martina Gigina Flores. Talon Johnson McEwen. In the future, Talon is pursuing a career in prosthetic design to help restore mobility and independence for others. Ryan Johnston Beresford. Ryan will be going to the University of Lethbridge to study biochemistry. Jacob Jolin. He would like to thank his mother and father for every second of hard work that got him here. He would also like to thank Mrs. Banks and Mr. Mills, as well as Mr. Walton and the rest of the staff at Thurber for making high school a wonderful experience. Savannah Jones. Savannah says, I wouldn't have been able to do it without my family. I love you guys. Nolan Jung. Nolan would like to thank his sister for being there and helping him get through. Harganjot Kaur. Harganjot sends a big thank you to the faculty members who made her comfortable in putting up her thoughts in an elaborative way. A special thanks to me, Mrs. Penner, who helped her a lot, and Mr. McRory, who counseled her very well. She can now say that she's living her life on her own terms. Nathaniel King. Nathaniel plans to study criminology at the University of New Brunswick. Fox Knorr. Fox wants to thank his mom. She's not just a mom to him, but a mom to the friends all around him. Brinley Coots. Brinley would like to give a big thank you to Mrs. Carr for getting her into the dual credit program. Avery Kuhn. Knox Kushnerek. He'd like to put a shout out to Nash Kush. You're up, Buttercup. Oh. All right. Isaac Pataniak. Isaac thanks his best friend Dylan for saving his life. Bayan Kokul. Bayan would like to express her heartfelt gratitude to her family for their support. She would also like to thank Lindsay Thurber, which became such an important part of her life. She spent wonderful days there surrounded by friends and teachers that were kind, patient, and supportive. They shared laughter, and they created unforgettable memories.
Zoe Labrie. Zoe thanks her teachers, friends, co-workers, managers, family, and everyone who supported her throughout her high school years. She especially wants to thank Miss Moseychuk for always being there the past few years. She's grateful she helped her discover love for design. Zoe will always value everything she has taught her. Sarah Langevin. Mom and Dad, thank you from the bottom of my heart for always being there for me. Your constant love, support, and belief in me have meant more than words can ever express. I truly couldn't have made it through without you, and I will forever be grateful for everything you have done for me. Colton Lawrence. Cole would like to thank all his friends and family in the last 4 years to make it slightly bearable. Busy Lawrenson. Busy would like to thank her family for the unwavering support. She would also like to thank her best friend Ellie for sticking by her side throughout everything life threw at her. She is grateful for all the teachers who have listened and encouraged her to strive for her best. Much love to all. Sadie Lee. Sadie would like to thank her parents for guiding her in the right direction and supporting her through tough times. She would also like to thank Ms. Pogmore, Mr. McCrory, Ms. Barker, Ms. Belenke, Ms. Kowalik, and Ms. Stober. These teachers have helped her a lot through the past 5 years. Richard Lehman. Ayla Lima Holloway. Ayla wants to say thank you, Dad, for reminding me that hard times are what shape us into the people we need to be. Ruby Lindsay. Ruby thanks her mom who has supported her through her education as well as her entire life. Jessie Logan. Jessie says thank you to all her friends and family who made her high school years special. Ryland says thank you to all the teachers who treated us like adults when the others didn't, especially Kowalik and Newman. Owen Lundmark. Owen gives thanks to all the teachers he has met through his high school journey and just for the amazing way each teacher brought creativity into teaching. It's so cool to see how each teacher uniquely teaches things and how engaging they were with the class. I pray many blessings for all the teachers who taught me, and I hope I can lead with peace in my future. Jocelyn Mapletoft. Jocelyn says a huge thank you to Ms. Sparks for her life-changing class, incredible teaching, and the kindness and dedication she shows to her students. Your passion for psychology and the way you teach both general and personal psychology helped her discover her own love of the field. Because of you, Jocelyn has found her passion, which shaped her future plans for university and a career through psychology. Callie Mayton. In the future, Kelly plans to take a gap year, then go to college to become a social worker or teacher. Lillian McClement Waters. Lillian states, I want to say thank you to my wonderful mother for being such a strong pillar of support and providing me the best life. I want to say thank you, and thank you to the amazing staff at Lindsay Thurber for being so patient and helpful. Lily Maborfu. Lily would like to thank her wonderful mother, the staff, and every friend I made. Sarah McKean. Sarah would like to thank all her teachers for everything they have done. She will miss everyone. That's awesome. Way to go, Sarah. Awesome. Sierra Morasti. Sierra quotes, I am so not ready for this. Maverick Metzger. Maverick's favorite high school memory was Diversity Day, grade 9. It was one of the best days ever. Lucas Michael. Melky. Hannah Melky. Hannah wants to thank her family, friends, and teachers. Her favorite memories of high school are the dances and die run in grade 9. Ahmed Mityer. Ahmed thanks his family, teachers, and friends. Their support kept him going through every challenge. Jason Moberg. Grayson Moe. Grayson would like to thank everyone at Thurber. Batol Mohammed. Batol says, thank you, Mom, for your endless love, sacrifices, and encouragement through it all. Your support and belief in me has been my greatest gift. Javad Mohammed Taghi. Javad plans to study electrical engineering at the University of Alberta. Gaddafi Mohammed. Gaddafi wants to thank his parents for their endless support, love, and encouragement. He says, your sacrifices and belief in me made this achievement possible, and I am forever grateful. Zara Musafi. Zara thanks her family, her teachers, and her lovely friends, and everyone who helped her reach this moment. Kaysen Mueller. Kaysen says, thank God. Muzio? Naya Muzio. Thank you to my mom and sister for always supporting me. And Dad, I wish you could be here. Rest in peace. Chance Naklia. Arash Nail. Arash has endless gratitude to his parents for their love, support, and guidance that shaped him into who he is today. Quinn Nickel. Quinn would like to thank her family and friends for being so supportive and helping her through everything. She thanks God for giving her the strength to persevere and do her best. She thanks Mr. McCrory for guiding her through the most challenging years. Samantha Nom. Samantha would like to thank all the amazing people she has met throughout high school. Gabriel Oberst. Gabe says music has always been there, a quiet companion through the years. It carries the weight of my past, yet reminds me that life without it would be empty. Torrin O'Connor. Suda Osman. Suda is thankful to God for guiding her through this journey. She would also like to thank her loving family for their unwavering support and encouragement over the years. As she moves forward, her plan is to continue pursuing her education and repay her family's love and sacrifices. Mohi Nazari. Mohi would like to thank her family and Mr. Relusic for always supporting her. Ludovica Pache. Ludovica thanks Lindsay Thurber and Canada for this amazing experience. Jessica Paquette. Good job, Jessica. Om Patel. Om says, to my parents and brother, your guidance has been my compass. To my friends, your kindness turned the unfamiliar into home. I couldn't have done it without you. Here's to the memories we've made and the adventures ahead. Ayushi Patel. Reese Pearson. Reese will be taking a gap year and then going to school to becoming a real estate agent. Okay. Kirsten Peterson. Kieran Phillips. Kieran thanks those who were there for his highs and lows. Jackson Phillips. Jackson says, thank you to my mom for pushing me to be better every step of the way. I plan to attend RDP in the fall in the Justice Studies program. Lyra Pitchker. Lyra plans to go to Mount Royal University to become a mortician. Annika Plenert. Annika is very grateful that she got to spend her exchange year here at Lindsay Thurber. It was a great time. Logan Polzer. No, is it? It's not. Zach Potker. Zach wants to thank himself for making it to this graduation day without ever sleeping in class, even though they insisted on starting school before 10 a.m. every day. Dylan Pogani. Dylan is looking to get involved in the trades and hopes one day I can get his foot in the door into creative industry. Maybe writing or graphic design. Who really knows? He still has a long while to figure that one out. Morgan Posty. Morgan would like to thank all of her teachers that helped her on this journey. Amara Pratt. Caden Preston. Caden's favorite memory was playing poker in the library. And happy birthday. Is it Reagan? Yeah. Ben Reagan. Ben says, thank you to all who have cared for me, for teaching me what hard work and resilience can achieve. Cy Reeser. Cy quotes Jeff Buckley, be awake enough to see where you are at any given time and how that is beautiful and has poetry inside even in places you hate. Kaylee Reimer. Kaylee wants to thank all of her friends, family, and teachers for their support. Yep. Reese Reiniger. Reese would like to thank her mom, who has been there every step of the way through all the ups and downs. Love you so much, Mom. Tony Remy. Tony will be moving to Italy to study in the medicine and surgery program with intention of becoming a surgeon for Doctors Without Borders. Austin Ritchie. Sir, we got this. Come on. Come on. Come with me. Come with me. Come. All right. Brian Robinson. Brian thanks his coaches, teachers, and parents. Yeah, I got you. Grady Rodziniak. Grady thanks his mom and dad for always pushing him to be the best he possibly can and keeping him on top of homework. I always get that wrong. Dylan Rogalzik. I like this one. I like this one. Austin Rawlingson. Thank you to Mr. Good for starting off with me in kindergarten and finishing your time with me in graduation. However, I'll always remember that you forgot me at the hotel in Paris, so I didn't get supper. Hungry tummies never forget. Right now, we'll do one more and then we'll go. Okay, you're up first. Chase Roberito. Chase dreamed, I did it, time to shine. Ready? Do this. Do this. Sarah Ringett. And we got the double trouble. Hayden Royston. Hayden says, thank you to my best friend and sister for making school fun and to my mom for pushing me to excel. Bailey Royston. Bailey thanks everyone who has helped her on her way to graduation. Is that called dapping? What is it? Dabbing? I'm old. I don't know. Jordan Rumpel. Jordan thanks her family for always supporting her in everything she does. I think I got this. Sarah Salazar Garza. Sarah would like to thank her mother, whose love and strength shaped her to who she is today and made this achievement possible. Roy Reniel Salvador. Roy wants to thank his mom and dad for all the support they have given him for the past 18 years. Justice Sampson. Savoy. Amelia Savoy. Amelia thanks her friends, her parents, and Limp Bizkit for getting her through high school. I can hear that. Malva Shekmos. Mason Shilmar. Mason plans to take a gap year to figure out what he wants to do in life. He would also like to thank his mom and his brother for helping him get this far. Benjamin Silo. Today we celebrate not just the achievements of Ben, but the exciting road ahead. With a passion for precision problem solving and the hands-on craftsmanship, he has set his sights on a future in aircraft maintenance, engineering, or millwrighting. Careers that demand skill, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. Wyatt Simpson. Wyatt will be continuing his career in modeling after he heals his leg. Sidra Mason. Sidra says, this moment is dedicated to the two people who gave me everything, even when they had nothing to spare. Mom and Dad, I made it because of you. Your strength carried me through every late night, every hard choice, every doubt I had in myself. You taught me what it means to fight with love and to lead with my heart. I'm not just proud to be graduating, I'm proud to be your child. Chelsea Smith. Chelsea's favorite school memory has to be Friends. She says, waiting backstage, ready to perform with my Dance 15 classmates in my grade 10 year. It'd be the first time we get to perform as a team. In the second semester pep rally, I remember waiting to go on and being so nervous. I looked at my friends and knew we would not only be awesome during this dance, but we'd be there for each other all through high school. Misha Smith. Misha would like to give a very big thank you to her wonderful mom and family for her support through everything. She couldn't be more grateful. She thanks Amelia for being her rock throughout all the craziness of high school. Evan Sontag. In the future, Evan plans on pursuing his own chiropractic practice internationally. Taha Sumro. Taha is grateful to all the friends and family who've supported him along the way. Thank you for being there. Andre Soule. Andre thanks those who helped him, even if it wasn't looking for it. You got him here. Tim Spruitt. Tim says, thanks, Newman, for all the things we got away with. Austin Steenbergen. Giovanna Terua Kishimoto. Giovanna thanks her family, host family, and Paula, her host sister, for giving her an incredible experience this year here in Canada. Denver Tufel. Denver thanks his family. In the future, he would like to join the RCMP. Bethlehem Taweldi. Bethlehem says, first I want to thank the Lord for everything. Thank you to my family, friends, and teachers for all your support. I'm excited for the future and whatever it comes next. I'll always remember the laughs, late night study sessions, and unforgettable moments with friends throughout school. Tennille Tykrove. Tennille says, finally, time to actually do something with my life. Alana Tiffinger. Alana would like to thank Ket and Kleinluke for making her the person she is today. She couldn't have gotten through high school without them or the classes they teach. Thank you. Ross 2. Ross wants to sincerely thank his parents for their constant support during his journey. Their guidance, sacrifices, encouragement, and love have shaped him into the person he is today. Anya Tori. Anya would like to thank all of her friends and making her high school years a memorable experience. Redmond Tuck. Redmond thanks Mr. Newman and the shop. Elias Ullman. Elias on going to university straight after high school to work on a biological science degree, then transfer to a professional program. Jet Unraw. Jet thanks his family, friends, and teachers who encouraged and guided him. He is sincerely thankful for the unwavering support. Lucas Van Zeitveld. Lucas thanks all the friendships he has made along the way for supporting him through the years. He plans on going to college in the future and beyond. Evelyn Velez Flores. Evelyn wants to give her mom a huge thanks for all of her hard work and always being there when she needed her most. Rowan Volman. He would like to thank his family. Haley Walls. Haley wants to thank all of her teachers who have helped her throughout the school year. Her favorite memory was Diversity Day. Riley Watson. Thank you. Callie Westling. Callie plans on attending Lakeland College to pursue large animal vet tech. Roman White. Dane Whitesell. Dane would like to thank the people that believed in him when he didn't. Dana Winter. Dana would like to thank all those who supported and accompanied her in the decision of leaving 1 year abroad in Canada. She would like to extend heartfelt gratitude to her family, especially her grandparents, parents, and sister, in believing in her dream and supporting it, so that she could grow beyond herself. Carter Woods. Carter would like to thank Mr. McCrory for sticking with him and helping him get through this time at Thurber. Ada Yakub Mukhtar. Nasruddin Yakub Mukhtar. Aruzu Malekzada.
Okay, just have a few things before I officially introduce our 2025 graduating class. First of all, just a few thank yous. I want to say thank you to our awesome MCs, Matthew and Ray. Can we give them a round of applause? Also want to say a big thank you to Trent Ricks and the entire staff at Red Deer Polytechnic for welcoming us into their facility. They've made this a day to remember for our grads, so thanks to them. I would also like to thank our grade 12 learning support team, Vice Principal Dr. Jamie Rolusic, Counselor Jeff McCrory, and Learning Assistance Teacher Trita Penner for all they have done this year and during the last 4 years to support our grads on their path to graduation. And I should also give a shout out to Mr. McCorkindale, who was part of that team for 2 years and is here today. So thanks to them. Let's give them a round of applause. Finally, I'd like to thank Miss Robin Froese. She's our grad advisor. So throughout the entire year, all the grad events, she worked with the grad exec to plan them. She worked really hard today to make sure that our grad day would be great. So thanks to Mrs. Froese. And just a couple of housekeeping items. If you're planning on attending tonight, the Grand March will start promptly at 6, and there are no assigned seats, so the doors will open at 5, and we'll have the parent social at 5. And finally, for a smooth ending to the ceremony, I would like to ask all our guests to stay seated until all the grads and staff have exited the gym, and once done, you can please leave through the north doors. All right, with that, I'd like to ask our graduates to stand up. And I would like to officially introduce the École Lindsay Thurber Comprehensive High School graduating class of 2025.